And on this episode of Why Are You Leaking This? We have this from Screen Rant. Spider-Man Brave New Day will have a less violent Punisher. Now, when I think about the Punisher, all I think is violence. You made 2 seasons of a show where it was a very, very, very violent and action-packed show. Then you put him on, before that, you put him on Daredevil. And he was one of the best parts of that season. And now, you want to put him in the live-action MCU. First of all, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think the Defenders world should be its own universe. Because too many things have happened in New York City. That the Punisher, I made a spoof picture of this a while ago, where it's the invasion in New York. And all these things are happening. And the Punisher's like, oh, there's a lot of drug dealers out here. You think an alien invasion. Okay, the Punisher, his brain is so broken at this point, where he is in a constant, I was going to say fight or flight mode. He's in a constant fight mode of his brain. Because be him for a second. You're in New York City. You just beat up your 3rd drug dealer of the day. And then a portal opens up in the sky and an alien army floods in. Again, you're the Punisher, mentally gone. You see that. Afterwards, you ain't street level anymore. You put on the news, oh, there's a robot that put a piece of the planet on some rocket boosters and tried to exterminate all life on Earth? Yeah. Whatever the plot line of the 2nd season was, that doesn't happen. That's a little bit more important than what you have going on. I was going to make another video about this. I might as well dive into it now. Independence Day 2 did Alien Invasion Aftermath better than the Avengers. Because realistically, with that movie, because with Independence Day 2, after the events of the first one, all fighting, country-wise, it stopped. We don't have any conflicts between any country anymore. We are one massive utopia working together, us versus them, the aliens. We are pooling all of our resources. We are not having any conflicts or any struggles whatsoever. And then you look at the MCU. Alien invasion happens. The world really didn't change that much. Can you imagine the day after the alien invasion? There would be millions and millions of people at every church in the world. Every single church on the planet would be filled with people. Priests giving sermons by megaphone. There is no, oh, Tony Stark has an Iron Man suit. We can't let this man have it. No, we've already taken the technology. S.H.I.E.L.D. is the #1 savior of the planet. Every single resource is going into that. Look at all the movies that happened after the Avengers movie. I don't think many of them realistically would have happened. You'd think Wakanda would have cared about who's on the throne when there's a literal alien invasion happening on the other side of the earth? No! They aren't secret anymore. They have used their vibranium resources and bolstered up our defenses. That's what happens realistically with an alien invasion. So with the Punisher, one of the most unhinged, violent people in the MCU, he sees an alien invasion happening, and then next week he sees Ultron trying to obliterate all life in the entire world, and then Infinity War and Endgame happen. Everyone's getting snapped away. This dude is not street level anymore. So for you to tell me that, oh, the next movie he's gonna, it's up in the air at this point. No one has any idea. I'm guessing he teams up with Spider-Man to fight the Hulk. There are way more important things going on. I mean, also, he was in New York City when Void was there. He got sucked into the Void, and then afterwards he's like, you know what? I guess I'll go chill with Spider-Man. No. The Defenders should be on their own plane of existence, their own multiverse. Charlie Cox should have never had that cameo in No Way Home. And that should be it. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to this headline. Yeah, no one wants to see a not violent Punisher. Netflix did him perfectly with the violence. Make it rated. I'm sorry, not rated R. Make it rated MA, and you make something great. But I hear Disney Plus might be making a short film, not even like a theatrical release, some like short 40-minute movie that may lead into the events of a Brand New Day. I don't know, but all I know is that if Disney is doing The Punisher now, it ain't gonna be good. And for this leak to happen, it's gonna be a not violent version. I ask this question honestly: what's the point then of The Punisher? What's the point? But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
I am the law, the line in the sand, the voice of order in a fractured land. No mercy, no compromise, no time to delay. Judgment is swift, justice finds its way.